Oh my gosh, you're gonna love this. I got this email the other day from somebody that watches the channel. They signed up to get my free Facebook monetization checklist, which you should do because it's free and the link is in the description. Anyway, in this email, he basically wanted to know, is Facebook scamming him? This guy had been posting on Facebook and TikTok for several years now. He wasn't really trying to make money. He wasn't selling anything. He wasn't trying to do the latest TikTok dance trend. He just kept posting because he was so passionate about his message. And then one day, he opens up his Facebook dashboard and sees something that he never expected to find: a pending payment of $5,700. If you're wondering how in the world somebody can make $5,700 from Facebook and not even know, I'm going to share his story. I'm also going to share the tips I shared with him on why I think he should be making at least 3 times more than what he's making already, and then give you some key takeaways on what you can learn from his page and apply it to your own so that you can start getting paid from Facebook too. And here's what he sent me, and sure enough, it was legit. There was no doubt that he was getting paid $5,700 from Facebook, all from posting content that he was posting anyway. And here he is getting paid nearly $6,000. But that's not the craziest part, because he also sent me another screenshot of his projected earnings for the next month. And he was already on track to make over $8,000 for the next month. Once again, not doing anything different, posting the exact same content he was going to post anyway. When I looked at that second screenshot, there was something about it where I realized that this guy had a potential to make a lot more. Like, if he was already on track to make $8,500, doing what he was already doing, really no clear-cut strategy for monetization. There's something that I noticed where I thought that he could 2x, maybe even 3x his earnings in the next 2 to 3 months. Let's break down the first email I got from this guy. So when I first read this email, I assumed that he watched the first video where I shared my own Facebook monetization story. Because in that video, I talked about how I got paid $137 from Facebook, and I don't even remember enrolling in the performance bonus program or why I was even getting paid. So he has a pending $5,700 payment, and he doesn't think it's real. He even asked, this isn't a scam, is it? There's so much of the story that I love. Can you imagine logging into your Facebook account and seeing that you have a pending payment of $5,700 coming your way? Like, I get why he thought this was a scam. I'll admit it too. Initially, I was confused. Why is he getting a payment for $5,700 when he's never been paid a single dime from Facebook? And then it hit me and I realized what had happened. Because on September 1st, Facebook did away with their performance bonus program, they did away with ads on Reels, and they rolled everything up into their new Facebook content monetization program. And I just had to assume, based off of the views and the engagement he was getting on his page, he automatically got enrolled. So from his perspective, he was doing what he was already doing. He was publishing Reels, he was publishing posts, having zero idea that he's making any money. But just to make sure I didn't give him any wrong information, I'm like, hey man, can you send me some screenshots of your dashboard so I can see what's going on and better answer your question? So here's what I saw. He's going to make $8,500 based on the screenshot, right? Of the $8,500, $8,300, $8,377 to be exact, is coming from Reels. He's only going to make $110 from photos, $19 from stories, and $12 from text posts. This is a tremendous opportunity that he's missing out on. And not that he's doing anything wrong. Like, he didn't know he was getting paid. So just imagine if he added more photos, if he added more text posts, I have no doubt that he could at least double, maybe triple what he's currently making in a very short amount of time. And that's why I think it's important for any Facebook page, if you're trying to be successful, you do want to diversify. You do want to test new things. You do want to test Reels. You do want to test photos. You do want to test text posts. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what's going to hit. You don't know what's going to work unless you test. When I looked at his page, there was no doubt that he had several Reels go viral. And the trap that a lot of creators fall into, including myself, is that once you publish something, you don't want to publish it again. Like, why would you do that? But that's the thing with Facebook that most people don't realize, is that if you have something that works, publish it again. Yes, you might want to give it some time. Like, you don't want to republish something in the same week, but a month from now, 2 months from now, it is worth republishing. There are so many pieces of content that I have republished more than once, in fact, several times, and I get paid on it again and again and again. Plus, you have to assume if your page is growing, there are a lot of people that didn't see the content the first time you published it. Plus, if it's a good piece of content, your loyal fans, your loyal followers, they'll like and engage with it again. As of right now, I don't want to reveal his page, but what I can tell you is after I've sent him a few suggestions, he's running with it. When he first reached out, I think he was posting maybe 2 to 3 Reels per day. Very seldom did he post any picture. Check out the engagement that he's got here in the last few days now that he's posting more pictures. And he hasn't even added text posts yet. I have no doubt he can use a scheduling tool like Buffer or Post Planner. He can schedule out 10 to 12 text posts a day using ChatGPT to write all the text posts. Essentially, he could create create a week's worth of content in less than 10 minutes, have it all scheduled, and add an additional revenue stream from the content monetization program. I'm telling you all, this works. It works if you're willing to show up and you're willing to post consistently. If you're done sitting on the sidelines and you want to find out more about the Facebook content monetization program, the first step is download my free 7-step Facebook monetization checklist. I'll have the link in the description. If you're ready to dive in and move forward, check out my course, Get Paid to Post. In that course, I reveal the exact systems that allow me to get paid from Facebook over $150,000 this year. And yes, that's just from posting content. Because like this guy, initially I was getting paid from Facebook. I didn't understand why, but then I dove in. I learned how it works. I learned how to increase my reach, how to increase my engagement, and most importantly, get paid to post. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, peace.